Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and today I'm going to go over my Shel Scott collection. I noticed that I had a huge lot of Shel Scott on my shelf. So I'm going to go over the collection, grade it, added it to the list, to the collectible paperback list, and we'll just go over them and grade them. You'll see multiple copies of some of the books I have. I don't know if I have all that many originals, but we'll look through and see. This is one of the most popular series that Fawcett Gold Medal published. The first one was published in 1950, and it was created by a very prolific writer of this series. His name was Richard Scott Prather. The series began publication with the novel The Case of the Vanishing Beauty, like I said, that was published by Fawcett Gold Medal in 1950. And of course, the series was hugely popular, successful, and featured, as shown on the covers of the books, the debonair detective Shel Scott. The books are basically standard mystery novels. Aside from the novels, was the Shel Scott mystery magazine. Shel Scott is described as 6'2" tall and is a former Marine. The series was translated into several languages, including French and Portuguese. One of the online sources states, Hollywood eye Shel at 6'2" with his teal blue suits, bristly white blonde buzz cut, and almost white eyebrows, broken nose, and a chunk of left ear missing, tooling around in a canary yellow 1941 Caddy convertible. Is still kind of hard to ignore. Some people say the series is quite dated. I think that's what makes it more collectible and even more fun. Anyway, some of the covers, as you see there in this one, this is called The Scrambled Yeggs. Original title is Pattern for Murder. So some of the titles are pretty racy and not too woke. So here is the first. This is from 1958. And this is not the first, one of the early ones. And it's by Fawcett Gold Medal, and there you see the protagonist Shel Scott there prominently on the cover. So this one's called Scrambled Eggs, so Pattern for Murder. So let's see. Formerly. Okay, so it's got to be this one. We'll just check it off for now. It's a good copy. And I guess we'll start with this one. This is, I have two copies of that. It's Kill Me Tomorrow. This is the better one, I think. And this is a later edition. Original was 1969, or the pocketbook edition was 1969. So this is Kill Me Tomorrow. 1969. There it is. We have that one. Here's another one. And this one is the Chime manuscript. And let's see what this is. The second printing, 1969. All right, so that's that one. 1969. And I hate these covers. These are the photo covers. The goofy looking guy. I don't mind the lady on the cover. It's a wraparound photo cover. Content is what you're buying. This is from 13th printing from 1972. The original's from 1964. Okay. It's called Dead Heat. So it's not a bad copy. It's better than a reading copy, that's for sure. Here's a pocketbook edition. And this one's worn, it's got wear. It's called Dead Heat. We just checked that one off, yeah. See what year this is. This might be the original. Oh, nope, second printing, 64. Okay, that's the other cover for that. And here's a nice cover, Trojan Horse. Don't know the artist, it's got a spine roll, so that's a good copy. This is from 1964, pocket edition. Trojan Horse, 64. There it is. It's a good reading copy. And here's another pocketbook. This one's called Dead Man's Walk. And see what that year is. It's from 1965. This is 6th printing. It's a reading copy. 65, Dead Man's Walk. We'll leave it there for now. This is Gat Heat. That's a nice copy. Lots of wear on the cover, obviously. This is the second printing, 68, 67. 67 says something, Trident Press edition, published 67. 1967, Gat Heat. Gat Heat. And we have this one, in one of those photo covers, and see how goofy the guy looks. She looks fine, but anyway, it's a well-read copy. It's a good copy. And this is year 7th printing, 1969. Okay, this is the sampler. 1969, let's see. Yeah, it is there. So we'll do that. And he's back. I wonder how much he paid to be model for this. This is Kill Him Twice, pocketbook edition, another photo cover. This is 10th printing. This is 1965. Kill Him Twice. And that's a good copy. Just move these out of the way. And then we have Meandering Corpse, pocketbook edition. And this is the 1965. This is the 8th printing. 1965, Meandering Corpse. All right, so that's the pocketbooks. This is the better one. Let's see. So this is the better one. And this is the Kubla Khan Caper. And this is from the first printing, 1967, the pocket edition. The original was the Trident Press. It's from 1966, Kubla Caper. There it is. So far, no originals. All right, I'll move these out of the way. So those are the pocketbooks. And that. Now, this is an original novel, by the way. It's called The Peddler. It's a paperback original. And it's a Bennett cover, Henry Bennett. Interesting. All right. So that's that one. All right, so we're getting into the faucets. This is Find This Woman. I believe this is not the original. And this got a mean spine roll. That might be the only copy of the one I have. That's maybe why it's on the shelf. This is from 1951. This is third printing. Really rough copy. Find This Woman. Okay. And this is a Crest book. Another paperback original novel. This one is not a Shel Scott. Oh, that's an original novel. So there's Find This Woman. And this is a Shel Scott, believe it or not. It's a different cover. It's called Stripped for Murder. And yeah, this is a famous one. So that's got a mean spine roll. This is Fawcett Gold Medal number 508. And it's from 1955. Yeah, doesn't say much else, but it looks like the original. So 1955, Stripped for Murder. So that's that one. And then we have Way of the Wanton. And that's a early gold medal. Definitely not the first. And what do we have? It's from 52. It's definitely not the first. Can't be. So Way of the Wanton, 1952. And that's simply a good copy. And there's the Case of the Vanishing Beauty, gold medal 425. That's the very first. See the price tag. Gold medal 425. I do not believe this is the first. Anyway, it's a very good one. A very good copy of the first novel. Nice copy, 425. And here's the McGinnis covers. This is Stripped for Murder. And I believe I checked that one off already. It's from 1955. No, I did not. Oh, yes, I did. But this is the McGinnis cover. That's why it's on the shelf. And this is a later Fawcett. Spine roll. Simply a good copy. Here's another shell. And this one is gold medal book number 341. 35 cents. And this is from 1953. 1953. Ride a High Horse. Okay. Yeah. Original title is Too Many Crooks. So this is a very good copy. There's another edition of Scrambled Eggs with the McGinnis cover. That's why it's here. And there's another edition of The Case of the Vanishing Beauty. Nice cover. Probably same artist. Bragg. All right. There's also Always Leave Him Dying. Tangles with the Cult of the Devil, 60%. Cult of Evil, sorry. And this is copyright 1954. This is definitely not the original, so 60 cents, 54. Always leave them dying. 4. It says here 53. This one says 54. It's a very good copy, or a good copy, sorry. Here's an interesting cover. This is Pattern for Panic. And this is a 35 center. Spine roll. These are always well read, these things. And this one is copyright, earliest copyright is 1954 and another one 1961. It says first gold medal printing, 1961. So let's see there's content page here. Nope. Okay. So we'll go by 54, Pattern for Panic. There it is. And that's a good copy, which is a little better than a reading copy. This is the Cockeyed Corpse. It says a new Shell-Scott caper. It says 40 cents. And this is 1964. And this is recommended for Skip and, dedicated to Skip and Gloria Fickling, who gave you the Honey West series. All right, so year 1964. Okay, there it is. It's better than a reading copy. It's not. Here's another version. This is with the McGinnis cover. That's why it's on the shelf. And you can see 60 cents. Gold medal. McGinnis cover. Nice. Here's another Shell-Scott. This is Everybody Had a Gun. And it's the blurb at the back. 35 cents. And this is the third book in the series. Let's have a look. Yeah, very nice copy. That's why it's in a bag. And so what do we have? Yeah, this is the third printing from 1957. The first was from 1951. And it is the third book in the series. Yeah, it's a near fine, so a very good copy. Fine copy, I'd say, yeah. Yeah, near fine. Alright, so that's that one. And here's another one. This is Darling, It's Death. And I thought I checked off Find This Woman. I checked off the wrong one, I think. Yeah, I checked off the wrong one. Yeah. Okay. So, don't remember seeing it. Okay. So, this, anyway, Darling, It's Death. Okay. Look through the stuff again. This is second printing 1953. First printing is 53, sorry. Copyright is 52 by Fawcett. This is a later printing. Darling, It's Death. Alright, so that's the original cover. That's why it's on the shelf. Here's another one. And this is a much nicer copy. And this one is from the 4th printing, 58. Look at that cover. And the artist signed. Nice. That's that one, Darling, It's Dead. And here's the same one. Take your pick on which one is the best. Anyway, multiple copies of that with different covers. This one has a coffee stain. Okay, so that's that. And here's another one. And this is a British edition, or foreign edition, you want to call it that. Yeah, this is British edition. Darling, It's Dead. So those are those. 4 of them. Different covers. Here is Slap Happy. And this is a rough copy. Reading copy only. So reading copies go in the good pile. So this is from 58, Slap Happy. All right. Obviously I have a better copy. This is 50 cents. Oh, this is the earlier one, that's why. 58. And yeah, 2nd printing, 1963. Is this the original? Is that why it's there? Nope, 2nd printing, 61. And this is Stephen Marlowe and Richard Prather. This is the crossover book where Shel Scott and Chester Drum, the Stephen Marlowe's character, show up together. This is called a crossover, an original gold medal novel. This is from 1959, first print. Nice copy. That's a very good copy. I don't think I have it on my list. 59. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's double trouble. Double in trouble, I should say. Okay. That's that. And then we have Bodies in Bedlam. How's that? Yeah, that is a nice copy. Really nice. This is gold medal 819. Yeah, and this is from 1951. This is a 7th printing. Yep, it's the 2nd book in the series. All right. Then we have Always Leave 'Em Dying. And we've had that already. This isn't the original, I don't think. 54. This is how much? 35 cents. 54. And look at the reorder. So it's 54. There it is. Always Leave 'Em Dying. And that might be, I think that might be the original. Can't be. Didn't I just see this? 54. It says an original gold medal novel, so that is the original. Okay. See that? Yeah. You can tell that somebody put a marker. That's what they used to do with these books. And here we have Take a Murder, Darling. How's that for a title? And then we have, let's see. And this one is 1958, fourth printing. 1958. That's a very good copy. And here's a gold medal, 35 cents. Kill the Clown. And that's the artist, M. Hooks. It's from 1962. Yeah, 1962. That's the original, I think. Yeah. And that's a near fine copy. So, yeah, it's creasing. So we'll leave it at very good. And then we have another one. This is Dance with the Dead. This is from, it says an original gold medal. First printing, April 1960. Looks to be 35 cents. Looks to be a very good copy. So, it's got the spine roll, and it has, that can be fixed. Okay, there's that. And this is the Wailing Frail. The Wailing Frail. And we'll see where we find that. And nice copy of that. Beautiful. This is faucet number 712. Gold medal. This is the second printing. This is that is a fine copy. Very fine. Should I put it 57? 57, 56. Yeah. 56. And it's one of the better copies I have of this. That's that one. And then we have short story collection, Have Gat Will Travel. And this is from copyright 1957, it says. It's the fourth gold medal printing. Short stories. Have Gat Will Travel, 1957. There it is. Oh, this is badly damaged. This is a good reading copy. This is Shel Scott Seven Slaughters. It's just a reading copy. Let's see. 1961. Original? Yeah, it's probably an original. So, 61. And this is the Seven Slaughters. It's a lesser cover, Ron Lesser. And this is 1961. It's another later edition of Seven Slaughters. And then we have Too Many Crooks. This is Ride a High Horse. I already checked that one off. Yeah, 53. This is Three's a Shroud. 60-cent cover price. Can't be the original. Yeah, it's 3 short stories. Might be 1957. And that's a very good copy. And then we have Dig That Crazy Grave. 40 cents. And I think this is the original. It says Shell Scott's newest. Original gold medal. This is 61. Yeah, first printing. This is it. Damage on the cover, so 61. Dig That Crazy Grave. And this is the later edition. Yeah, second printing, July 63. And this looks like a McGinnis cover of Dig That Crazy Grave, also Fawcett. All right. So that's that. That's my Shell Scotts, all accounted for. And it looks to be like I'm missing some of the early ones, but the later ones I don't have. So from 1970 I don't have. All the 60s, 1960s, 50s. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this, and if there's anything that you know that you would like to share, feel free to make the comments, and it's all knowledge that can be shared with everyone who wants to know anything about this series of books. Okay, hope you enjoyed watching. Nice covers. Okay, feel free to comment. Thanks for the subscriptions. Share the videos if you like, and see you soon. Okay, bye.